Hey guys, Troy Francis coming at you with another video from Central London. Today I want to talk about the importance of not clinging to old fantasy women that you met 3 years ago. Old flames, let's call them that. Don't hang on to old flames. Don't hold out hope for old flames, okay? You want to be instead focusing and really putting all of your attention on meeting new people, okay? Meeting new women that you find interesting, that you find attractive, and who hopefully find you attractive in return, and you want to focus on that, okay? Rather than these old sort of might have beens or could have, should have, would have ones from the past. So let me give you an example of that. So, and this has come up a few times recently in the last week with clients that I work with, so it's kind of on my mind and relevant, and I thought I'd do this video. So it's kind of like, I'm not talking about necessarily ex-girlfriends and things like that. That's slightly different, okay? That's a somewhat different category. But I'm talking more about women that you met a while ago and you started talking to them and then it didn't happen for one reason or another. Or even women that you were previously friends with and you haven't seen them for a while and now you want to meet up with them, but you know, because now you're upskilling yourself in the dating arena, you want to kind of flip it and become more than friends. You want to convert them into lovers, etc., right? You're basically, and I don't mean to be rude about this is going to sound much worse than I mean it, but you're kind of going through the trash, really. It's like, and we'll get guys who talk about this stuff, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, so I met Abigail 3 years ago, and you know, we had a pizza together and we had a really good vibe, and I've not seen her or spoken to her for 3 years, but you know, I just think I messaged her the other day, what can I do to turn this around, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, what can you do? You can go out with her for a drink and you can make a move and see if she goes for it. That's what you can do, okay? But equally, to be honest, there's probably a reason why it didn't happen in the first place, and I wouldn't focus on somebody that you met a long time ago and nothing's happened with, okay? It's just not really, I'm not saying it can never work out, but it's just not the best use of your time. What's much better, and what we're really in the business of teaching, is not that. It's not saying, oh, well, I met this girl 5 years ago and, you know, she kind of smiled at me and now she's liked a few of my pictures, so what can I do to reignite it? It's like, yeah, okay, fine. I mean, just go and meet her for a drink. If, you know, try and flirt with her, just treat it as a normal date. See what happens, right? If you can move things forward there, great. If you can't, then you've got your answer. That's really all you can do. But don't hold out hope for these people, because it's much better to meet new people. It's much better to meet somebody new, right? And the attraction is new. And there's that initial excitement both for you and for her. And then you guys meet and you go on a date and then you take things forward, okay? And this is really the essence of what we're teaching. We're not teaching how to reignite some tired old lead from 5 years ago. What we're teaching is how to be an effective man who can go out into society now, today, meet people and make things happen, okay? How to become a man of options, how to become a man with choices, all right? And, you know, as I say, we're not really in the business of how to reignite something from ages ago. That being said, as I said, you know, if you like her, sure, you message her, arrange a date, get her to come out and move things forward in exactly the normal way that you would if she was somebody new, okay? There's no difference, there's no magic trick, but understand the fact that you knew her before, whether as friends or whether in this different capacity, you know, whether you were kind of trying to get with her but it didn't happen, it's sort of, your card's been marked already. Now, it's not to say that after some time has elapsed, you don't hit the reset button and kind of almost become a new prospect to her again. That's true, but I wouldn't hold out hope for these people, okay? Because it's much better, and really, what is the skill set that you're trying to develop here? If the skill set is, I want to become social, I want to become an effective man, I want to become somebody who can go out and make things happen for himself, okay? Which it should be, in my opinion, then that's a very different thing to going through your phone and looking through old messages and so, oh, you know, yeah, there was this girl from, you know, 10 years ago, what do I do? You know, I think she's been married, she's got 15 kids now, but yeah, I mean, can I make things happen? I mean, yeah, maybe not, I don't know. Give it a go. But that's not, in my opinion, what you should be concentrating on, okay? It bespeaks, to be frank, a scarcity mindset, okay? Because if you think, well, the only people that I got to, I mean, you probably don't think this, but in the back of your head, it's sort of like, oh, well, there's this one over here. Maybe she's a bit of a warmer prospect. It's almost like, don't you realize that there's 8 billion people on the planet? Don't you realize that there are billions and billions of new women that you could approach who are probably more attractive, who might be more suited to you, who you might have a better vibe with and a better chemistry with than some girl from a long time ago who it didn't happen with then, and you know, now you're hoping it's going to happen with her now. It's just not a very productive use of your time. It bespeaks scarcity mindset, and it just shows that, to be honest, you're probably not out there meeting enough new people, because if you were, you wouldn't be bothered about this person from your past, okay? Again, you know, it's not to say that these things can't work out. It's not to say that you can't make these things happen. Of course you can. I myself have experienced this, and it's been, you know, not altogether an unpositive experience, but in the end, you've got to pick, okay, so what am I actually trying to do here, right? If you're learning about social dynamics, if you're learning about how to approach, how to be confident, how to bring new people into your world, you should focus on that, all right? Don't focus on going through the trash and trying to reignite something that maybe just wasn't meant to be anyway, okay? That's my 2 cents at least. I don't know whether you guys think differently. If you do, let me know in the comments below. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. If you want to do some training with me, whether online or in person, face-to-face, we've got an event coming up in Bogota, Colombia very soon. Drop me an email, troy@realtroyfrancis.com, put coaching in the message title, and be sure to include your WhatsApp details so we can get on a call and we can have a conversation about it to see if it's a good fit. Love you lots, speak soon, and hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.